This week, we return to the high country with Hannah and Shiloh as they try to seal the deal on a public land New Mexico bull.
It's giant.
That's what we live for right there, that moment, that one moment that takes maybe 30 seconds.
Well, here we are, it's day 7. We hiked back up to the top of the mountain, and as soon as we get up there and get into position, here comes a bull. We look down and we're right on the trail. Didn't have time to move, and here he comes.
Okay, what's the distance? Can you shoot that far? That's a shot.
Our luck continues when a young bull comes down within 10 yards of us, but I chose to let him walk due to the encounter we had earlier in the morning.
Yes or no? So wild tails are small.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they were bigger, it'd be nice.
Just big.
How's that kicker on this side?
The small 5x5 came in. I gave him the pass as well, still hoping to see the 6x6 that we saw earlier.
You're not gonna shoot. I seen it. Don't move. What moving? He's not shooting. If you rotate your head very, very slowly, he's looking. But I think there's a tree between you and him. There you go.
Hey guys, Jay and Garrett here from Flippin' Bucks. We're down at the Sportsman's Refuge in Morgantown. Today's debate is quiver or no quiver. Garrett, what you got?
You know, when it comes down to quiver, no quiver when you're hunting, I prefer no quiver. Yes, I wear it on my bow when I go into the stand and or into the elk woods or mule deer woods, wherever I'm hunting. But you know, quivers nowadays are made to where they can be taken on and off so easily. I mean, look at this. This isn't the quiver I use, but honestly, it's unreal. Most quivers nowadays pop on and off just like that. Right back on, good to go. So in a quick situation, you know, whether it's crunch time, pop it off real quick, throw it to the side, put it back on, you're good to go. Mainly because when it comes down to overall mass weight of the bow, it adds more weight, yes. Plus, it adds more side weight to the right side of the riser, or left side if you're left-handed. When it comes down to that, you got your sight, rest, quiver, everything mounted on that one side. That puts so much torque in the offset that it's not even funny. And you're gonna have to actually reach up there when you're at full draw, tilt your hand back to center, and that's gonna torque your bow, unrealizing it. You know, it doesn't make sense why no one even thinks about it. When you have to twist that bow to level, it's torquing your riser. It's gonna cause so many issues left and right flyers that when you come down to, especially out west, a long distance shot, whether it's 50 yards to 100 yards, you know, it's just whatever your range may be, it could cause that error to whether it hit in the shoulder or in the guts or even completely miss the animal. So me personally, I try to take my quiver off at any cost, you know, when it comes down to any crucial situation like that.
Okay, so when I've been elk hunting last couple years, I've hunted with a quiver on. When Garrett's talking about mass weight, practice is perfect, right? And Garrett's been stressing that with me for years because obviously I'm not a professional archer for a living. I work a lot. I'm practicing with that quiver on all the way to the point to when I'm leaving for my hunts out west. Actually, when I was hunting sheep on the rim this winter, my quiver was on the whole time. The closest shot I could tell you I'd ever see to a sheep is 70 yards. So I want to practice with that. Practice makes perfect. Obviously in the whitetail woods, it's a whole different game. I mean, you have so many options in a whitetail tree, you know, whitetail situation where you can hang your quiver and it's more comfortable. I mean, even for a guy that practices with it. But at the same time, do you do it or you still keep it off? I mean, that's really the push and pull here. Guys, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this subject. Comment below, and thanks for watching.
A few hours later, we're back on the bull we had an encounter with earlier in the morning. The bull bugled over the ridge straight in front of us, so we set up facing that direction. Out of nowhere, he appeared to our left, never giving me an opportunity to draw my bow. The bull literally walked steps away from me. As he walked past me, I was watching his eye, hoping to draw when I could no longer see it. But he turned and looked at the camera and caught a glare that spooked him, and that was the last encounter we had with this bull.
Day 9 on the mountain. Shiloh's been in the hills all day. And Hannah and I took a long hike. Ended up back here at 2 o'clock. Lovely Miss Hannah and I are getting ready to go out on our evening hunt on Day 9, New Mexico. And hoping for a big one. We're going to walk up the hollow, follow the creek, and we are going to try to call us in a bull off the side of the mountain about dark. Yeah. 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 Just stay still. Cow call. That's a good shot.
Is he bleeding?
Yeah. Stay still. Stay still. He stumbled right there. That's all we can do to stand. Hannah. He's dead. He's dead right there.
Day 9 of 10 here in New Mexico. It's been a rough 9 days. We've been all over these mountains chasing bulls. Had some close calls with some smaller bulls. Got in, 5-10 yards from them. Decided to pass on them. 4 or 5 days ago, it seemed like we were in the peak of the rut. There were bulls everywhere. In the past 2 days, it kind of really slowed down. And we were getting kind of disappointed thinking we weren't going to get on a bull. And, last minute decision tonight to come out this trail. We're walking out through here, heard this bull bugle up over the hill, and he was pretty close, so we decided to run up over the hill, throw the Eichler decoy out, and we ended up calling him down over the hill. He come down into the creek, and for a minute it looked like he was going to go away from us. He looked up, saw the decoy, and decided to come on in. Come up to about 30 yards, and I stopped him. He looked up at us, and for a minute I was thinking he'd pick us out. But he only ran about 50 yards and dropped, and it's been a blessed evening. I'd like to thank everyone who made this possible. Rick Simpson for packing us in. This was a self-guided hunt, but he packed us in on horseback, got us in here. We've been on this mountain for 9 days in tents, and it's been a long 9 days, ready to go home, but it's been fun. And I'd also like to thank Kevin and Shiloh Turner for making this possible, getting us in here and everything they've done. My family, and most importantly, the good Lord. Without him, this wouldn't be possible, and he definitely helped us out tonight and blessed us. So, good to go. One more day. Hopefully Shiloh can get on a bull, and if not, it's headed back to Illinois. Holy Pursuit Outfitters, time to rock the deer hunts.